In today's video... Hi, Kiba. In today's video, I'm going to finally be creating a serious piece of art. A final result that'll push me requiring hours and hours of work. And I'll be doing all of that with a product I've not used before. Gouache. Well, I have used it once in a previous video, but well...
Kiba, don't! Oh my god, no!
Yeah, it wasn't exactly fair. So, let's give it a real go here today.
What's going on YouTube? My name is ADCArtAttack, his name is Bob, and we welcome your beautiful faces back to a brand new video and a happy new year. Sorry I've been gone so long, but I'm back now. Dog hair. Sorry. So for the new year, we're going to be trying some new things. It'll be fun. So, gouache, that's the medium for today. Gouache, 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 gouache. Is it gouache or gouache? I don't know where to go from here. For many years, I have sat here and attempted to entertain and teach you on the basics of art, typically focusing around my main profession of markers. But every now and then, an art supply pops into my life and yeah, we try it. And sometimes it goes well. I'm also not afraid to fail or embarrass myself on camera, and I think this is really important, and this is one of the things that stops many artists from trying new things, the fear of failure. But I am here to show you that it can be fun. It doesn't matter if it goes bad, it doesn't matter if you've never used the product before, it's just about fun. That's it. Art is fun. But today I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna try anyway. Yes, today, for this rare occasion, I am going to attempt to create a serious piece of artwork. I am going to be really trying to produce something that you are going to like. I'm finally going to do some professional art, so buckle up. I do hope you are looking forward to this. You are going to enjoy my first attempts at using gouache. This is going to be fun. And probably very embarrassing, but yeah.
Hello again. Okay, so like I just said, we're gonna be using gouache for the first time, and I wanna do a little bit of a hands-on first before I jump into a painting. So, this box. Aha, I'm not gonna be using this collection for this test. The reason being, oh, bugger, go away. I have a smaller box. All right, so this box is actually a newer box. So the paints in here are a little bit more fresh. They're not as old, they're not as used. By the way, this is my wife's. It's not mine, so I stole it. And yeah, I figured for a first time hands-on, I want the best of the best. I don't want some old dry paints, I want freshness. So that's why I got this. Smaller box by Arteza. I guess we should open it. Oh. So like I said, I didn't actually get to take in much of the last time I used this paints, and from my understanding about these paints, they're basically like a blend between a watercolor and acrylic, which, what? I love acrylic paints. I've used acrylic paints in the past to customize hats, shoes, and paintings. I find acrylics to be pretty easy to use, but watercolor I've always struggled with, and in the times that I have used it, I struggled. I'll be honest, I can't really get my head around the idea that this is like an acrylic, but it can be reactivated. I don't know how that's gonna work, and I'm kind of excited about it. So let's get a sheet of paper and squeeze. That was almost really smooth. Squeeze. Oh, bugger. We can't catch. Squeeze. Some of this out. I did all of that just for that. Ah. So I've chosen a couple of random colors here, and I made sure to choose the most opaque ones, which opaque means that one. because I just want to see how much coverage these paints get, and I'm gonna do a couple of tests here. So the first thing I want to do is drag off a little bit to the side without using any water. I know that you can use water with these paints, but I want to see how they move without water, and you know, that'll be fun. I'm noticing some of the oil or something, or whatever's inside them, leaking and seeping out there underneath. I don't know what that is, but ew. Okay. Oh. Is it dried? It's only been there for like 30 seconds. Ew, it's gooey. Ew, look at it. Dude, oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Honestly, what? For cereal right now, I am not using any water. There's no water on, look at, oh, we're sort of fading out now. We can't really go any further than that. Wow, wow. I want to try the, wait. Gotta make sure I dry my brush here. Just dry. What? Okay, so wait, is that dry? It's already dry? All right, so that's already dry. So, okay, now time to test our reactivated abilities. What? It's... What? Wait. I can just this is just watercolor. Look at the gradient. What is... How is that possible? That is that's not right. That's really good. That's really good. What? Look at this. This is just a tiny bit. Look at the gradient. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to... This is... Give me this. What if I go over this with like blue? Does it... Oh my... Look at how good that is. It can even layer. This is not... Can I blend? This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. What I want to do now, right? I want to see if I have control over this. So we're gonna get some blue. I'm gonna see if I can make like a square. Look at the coverage. Look how sharp the edges are. It's not bleeding out of the paper. It's not very forgiving. I can already tell. Like it's pretty much going exactly where I'm telling it to, or where I'm putting it. And I just noticed a bit of the water has run down the brush, and it just touched it, and it's just sort of reacted. Look at that. I'm sorry, I think I might have just found the best medium in the world. This is incredible. So, okay, so what happens, right? If I add water to, I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. Let's let it dry. My goodness me, it's already dry. That was like 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna add some water to the middle of this, and I wanna see how much I can thin the paint out. Maybe I can lift the paint off. I mean, it's seeming like the possibilities are endless here, so let's go for it. Oh, come on. I'm really cleaning the paper. This is really happening. Wait, let me dry my brush and take off the water. No way have I just removed the paint. I'm done. That's ridiculous. I'm out.
So, after those little practices, loosening up my hand, I am ready to get a serious painting done. But in deciding who to draw, well, recently I got done watching a little Netflix show called Arcane. You may have heard about it, and boy, was it awesome. I was so inspired not only by the music, the action, but above all else, the art style. This show has quite possibly the best artistic style I have ever seen, and I thought to myself, that is a gouache style. So I'm drawing Jinx, or well, Powder, depending on your viewpoint, one of the most complex characters in the show. Now this sketch I'm starting with, or the planning phase, is an original concept or idea with some creative choices towards the character. But this is to be a serious artwork. I rarely go for serious art, but I will today, and that requires a serious theme. The planning here is to focus on the battle of struggles that our character faces, her internal struggles as she battles two sides of herself. Who we see standing in front of us is Powder, but around her, and especially behind her, we see the internal struggle as Jinx breaks free. Oh, I cannot wait to paint this. Hey everyone, sorry this video has taken a while to make. I've actually been sick for the last week, really quite badly, but I am ready to get started with some painting. So, let's get back to it. So yes, I was sick. I had been defeated by a bug for a week. A bug left me in bed. I know, right? Kind of destroyed my cool factor. But in all seriousness, when I returned to paint, I was afraid that I would have forgotten everything about these paints, that I wouldn't be able to use them. So that's why I started with the background, and I gotta say, the moment I touched the paper with these paints, I was immediately reminded of what it is I love about art. More specifically, trying new things. I like control, but I can't control something I do not know. So I get an opportunity here to allow the product itself, in this case gouache, to guide me. The paints get to teach me and they control me, but as we progress, we build a symbiotic relationship whereby neither myself nor the paints are in total control. We share that responsibility. Now, as you can see, when I began, I really didn't know what I was doing. The colors were awful, the skins look absolutely terrible, and I am trying to perfect areas to create perfectly smooth blends. And I quickly realized it wasn't working. So I started to change, and suddenly I stopped caring about the precision, and now I'm focused on the art, the freedom of creating. I started listening to the music from the show, and I'm not distracted, I'm free. It's truly a beautiful thing when we allow ourselves to connect to a product, a theme, or a style. With the soundtrack of this series being so beautiful, I can fully immerse myself completely into the art and get lost. It's actually quite a surreal experience, and I've got to thank Gouache for creating this within me. Now, I think one of the key areas I started to truly understand that this change in myself was occurring was not just in the face, and I should say that up until this point, the face is the best part. I mean, this looks fantastic. I'm very happy with the way the face is turning out. But I think the shirt, and in particular the belt and the buckles, which will be coming later, they are where I stopped trying to be myself, and honestly, I can't express the joy I felt when using this product. Becoming a less precise and perfectionist of an artist and really letting go really assisted in creating an overall look that I was happy with, and I now have a new direction to follow. So I think for now, what I'll do is I will paint, and at the end, I'll summarize what I've done. Enjoy. So there we have it, everyone. Here is the results of my first ever time using gouache paints. This was an experience. Do you like it? Do you love it? Let me know in a comment down below. I am really interested to know your thoughts and opinions on this piece, because this was one of those rare occasions where I actually tried to make really, really good art. Now, there are a couple of points I wish to cover right now that I didn't during this video because I wanted to wait until I had completed the painting. So, let me first talk about the paints themselves. The overall experience of using these paints was absolutely fantastic. I adore the texture that they bring to this canvas. As we can see in some of these areas, we get a sort of three-dimensional effect where the paint itself is actually lifted from the paper. It is truly beautiful and magnificent. Being a predominantly marker artist, this is a style that I would never be able to replicate using markers. So I'm so happy that a product like this allows me to do so. One of the other things that I think is fantastic is while blending is possible, and there are some instances where I was able to achieve some smooth blends. Not completely, but I guess that's because I'm not a experienced artist, I guess, with this paint. But I felt that the true strengths of this paint lied in the separation, the sort of cel-shaded or brush-stroked kind of effect where you wasn't focused solely on trying to get smooth blends or clean edges or clean refinements at all. It's not a style that I am used to, and it was these paints that forced this style out of me, so it was nice to try something new and to learn a new style. I definitely saw my growth throughout this piece. If we take a look at the left arm, you can see just how bad it was. And I tried to clean this up later on. So this is trying to clean that up. It's just, I don't like this left arm. Or right, it's her right, our left. But the other areas, such as the shirt, such as the face, such as the hair, I mean, these areas look miles better. And that's because I got a little bit more practice. I learned a little bit more while using these paints. What? I love it. A couple of points on the drawing itself. Now, I kind of covered this during the drawing phase, but I will quickly over-summarize this. What we have right now is Powder standing in front of us, right in the middle, going through a sort of depressive kind of state where she is trapped within her head, fighting back Jinx, this personality of hers that lies within. I wanted to illustrate that by having the hands behind her, the hands of Jinx breaking through her metaphorically behind and cracking through the personality, pushing through. Various other additions, such as the monkey face type bomb that Jinx creates, as well as the powder text crossed out in the bottom corner. All of these little touches come together to sort of create a complete piece of artwork that I think illustrates the character of Powder in my interpretation. Those of you who are a fan of the show, those of you who are a fan of the character or the game, I do hope you like this. And of course, those of you just watching for fun, I hope you like it too. I finally did a serious piece of art and I couldn't be happier. Okay, let's talk about this. These paints are absolutely amazing. It's very rare that someone who's been doing art for as long as I have finds a new product that quickly becomes their favorite tool to use, that overtakes everything I have used for my entire art career and just blows it out the water. These did that. I've been a professional marker artist for the last 12 or so years. I have used markers so much and built up such a reputation using markers that I didn't believe anything would become any more enjoyable to me. I need to stress this very, very much. This is the first time I've ever attempted to use these paints to create a full piece of artwork without any silly gimmicks or restrictions or anything like that. This was the first ever attempt and I am blown away by the results. Now, I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying as a bragging of my skills or my talents. No, quite the opposite. I want to stress how good these paints are, just how user-friendly that a product like gouache is, that I'm able to, for the first time, okay, I have some experience using paints and using other mediums, but it doesn't matter to me. I am just blown away that for a first time, I am able to use them. They were so easy to use, and I highly recommend if you are interested in branching out and trying some kind of paint product, go for gouache. I think that this is just a great stepping stone for anyone, but at the same time, they have an amazing, if you let them guide you and you don't force your styles onto them, I think they're just amazing. I think they're incredible. So before we sign off here today, I would love to know your views and your opinions on this product. Do you like the results of the artwork? But more importantly, ignore the artwork for just a moment and let me know your thoughts on Gouache. Do you like the product? Is it something that you wish to try? Is it something you do try? Is it something you use? And if you have any tips or advice for any one of us, including myself, I welcome those in the comment section down below. And finally, a little bit late, but thank you all so much for an amazing 2021. As we have just entered 2022, I do hope you all have an amazing year from myself and from Bob. We look forward to seeing you all again in the next video. Till next time, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye. It's a new year and I still can't get my intro, outro. Outros or intros. I can't get any of it right. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Psych. Ah! Okay. Bit of fluff. What's going on YouTube? My name is I'm so easily distracted.